How's your summer going? How's year 2 for you? I know you went last year, but just now that you're a year in, how is Ohio State?
Ohio State's great. It's everything I wanted and more. In terms of year 2, the game's slowing down a little bit. I have more experience. It's fun being with everybody out there again. So I'm just trying to gain more experience. So by the time the season comes around, I'll be in a good spot.
How different is it this year working with Coach Fry compared to Coach Fred last year?
Well, I already learned a lot from both coaches. I've grown in many ways under both coaches, so I appreciate everything they've done for me.
Justin Fry seems pretty hands-on, aggressive out there in week 7. Is that? I'm not asking you in comparison, really, but he seems to just really get after it with you guys. How much do you appreciate that style, or did it take some getting used to?
Well, yeah, it took a little bit getting used to because he is very hands-on. If you don't do it right, he's going to do it right for you to show you. So a lot of the visual learner guys, they benefit a lot from it. Obviously, he's still able to go through the drills and stuff like that, so we really appreciate it. But Coach Fry's brought great energy to the O-line room. I believe that, not speaking for everybody, but I feel like everybody loves him, what we've done so far. So we're just trying to go through the fall camp and get better every day.
Are you a visual learner, or how do you like to kind of see what he's, or how do you like to have him explain what sets he's doing?
I would say I'm more on the visual side. If I can see it, it registers a lot faster. But in terms of auditory, if you tell me what to do, I'm able to do it just as well.
Are you switching right to left guard? What was behind that?
You're gonna have to ask Coach Fry about that.
How do you like it?
I mean, I like it. Obviously in high school I played in the left, so the footwork and mechanics is kind of the same. I feel like I'm at a point where I can play both right and left, which adds to my versatility.
Let me ask you about Luke. You were a freshman last year, so everything was new to you. But how different is he this year, knowing he's going to be the starter compared to last year?
Well, Luke is definitely the heartbeat of our O-line. He knows what everyone does from right tackle to left tackle. If you ever have a question, you're like, Luke, what is it? He'll tell you in under a second. So it's a great reassurance to have a commanding center like him with a physical presence of the San Diego line, dictating what we do and making sure that everything stays afloat.
Donovan, where did you think you got better over the summer?
Better over the summer, I would say just trusting in my game. There are times to be unsure of myself. And I'll be like, hey, I'm here for a reason. You just gotta play like it. And Coach Fry helped me with that a lot. He's like, hey, you gotta calm down, stop thinking so much. So I really appreciate what he does.
I'm always curious about how that translates for an offensive lineman. We talk about quarterbacks and receivers; they can throw. But you can't actually do your job as much as you might want to and hit somebody in the summer. What is it that you emphasize when you're with them and talking what you were able to do this summer? How does that work for a lineman?
Well, during the summer, obviously you're right. We're not banging heads with anybody, so we work on more of the technical side. Getting ground your first step. Keeping your weight distributed properly when you set, making sure your hands are in the right place. So going over the little things, so when we actually do start hitting people, it's not a new concept. It's not something foreign to us. So it's the exact same thing we've been doing all summer, ripping out. But now we just have pads on. We're going against D-line instead of cans.
Donovan, who are you living with this season? Your roommates?
Enoch.
How did you guys decide to live together? How important is it to find a good roommate?
From the couple of days I've had with Enoch, he's a great roommate. You're gonna have to ask Coach Fry about how he distributes it, but I like it having Enoch as a roommate.
Who are you gonna live with when the season starts, not just in camp?
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just always sometimes guys like to live with other football players, or guys live alone, or live with non-football people. So, okay.
I mean, if it is Enoch, I'll still have no problem with it.
He's still a good guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a guilty pleasure for food that is your thing? If I'm gonna snack, that's where I'm gonna go. Fast food or sugary thing?
Oh man, I'm 315, so there's a lot of guilty pleasures in there.
I relate.
Probably more than I should say, but well, that's a hard question. You're making me think to it. Yeah, there's too many good options, but I love Reese's. Love Reese's.
NIL, you got to be able to come up with an answer for that.
I should, yeah.
Donovan, is the left side of the line better than the right side of the line?
I believe that we all compete as one unit to make sure that CJ stays clean, Travion hits holes, and kind of goes left or right, who's better. You know, we just try to make ourselves better through our performance.